Every year, countless motorcycle racers face the unthinkable, risking their lives for the thrill of speed and competition. The adrenaline, the roar of the engines, the cheers of the crowd. It's a high-stakes world that's as dangerous as it is exhilarating. The shocking statistics tell a tale of their own. In the world of motorcycle championships, accidents are a frequent, grim reality. Every season, dozens of racers confront severe injuries, and sadly, some even pay the ultimate price. These incidents aren't rare, isolated events. They're part of a broader, darker pattern. Over the last 50 years, hundreds of racers have been involved in fatal accidents, and thousands more have suffered career-ending injuries. The severity of these accidents is staggering, with many riders facing lifelong consequences. It's a testament to the inherent risk of this sport, a sport that demands both courage and a willingness to dance with danger. As we delve deeper into the history of motorcycle racing, we uncover a trend of danger and risk, starting from the earliest known accidents. Motorcycle racing's birth in the early 20th century brought not only excitement but also its share of perils. As the thrill of speed and the roar of engines captivated the hearts of many, a darker narrative began to unfold. The earliest known accidents in motorcycle championships are a testament to the bravery and daring of those early riders. Consider the Isle of Man TT race in 1907. One of the first prestigious motorcycle competitions, it was also the stage for some of the earliest known accidents. The riders, undeterred by the lack of safety measures, took on the treacherous circuit with gusto, pushing their machines and themselves to the limit. The result was inevitable: spills, crashes and injuries. The stories of these riders, their courage in the face of danger, and the aftermath of their accidents are both inspiring and cautionary tales. One such story is that of Charlie Collier, a pioneer in the sport. In the inaugural TT race, he suffered a crash that could have ended his career. But Collier, showing the resilience typical of these early riders, picked himself up, dusted off, and got back on his bike, ultimately securing a victory that would go down in history. Then there was the tragic accident of Frank Appleby in the year 1914. A seasoned rider known for his fearlessness, Appleby lost control of his bike during the senior TT race, resulting in fatal injuries. His death was a grim reminder of the sport's inherent dangers, and it sparked conversations about safety measures that would shape the future of motorcycle racing. These early accidents were not anomalies, but rather an inherent part of the sport's evolution. The riders knew the risks, accepted them, and rode on, their passion for the sport outweighing the danger. The aftermath of these accidents, however, served as a wake-up call, leading to critical changes in the sport. These early accidents set a precedent for the inherent risks involved in the sport. They remind us of the courage of those early riders and their enduring impact on the world of motorcycle racing. As the sport evolved, so did the measures taken to protect the riders. Our journey through the evolution of safety measures in motorcycle racing begins with the humble helmet. In the early days, riders would often race bareheaded, the wind in their hair seeming to symbolize freedom and speed. But as the speeds increased, so did the risks, and the need for protective headgear became clear. Leather helmets were the first step, offering a modicum of protection against minor impacts. As technology advanced, so did the helmet designs, with the introduction of hardshell helmets in the mid-20th century, dramatically increasing the level of protection. Following the helmet, the second major evolution came in the form of protective clothing. Riders initially donned regular clothing, but soon the introduction of leathers changed the game. These specially designed outfits, often reinforced with padding and armor, significantly reduced the risk of abrasions and fractures. But the evolution didn't stop there. The turn of the 21st century brought with it the advent of airbag technology. These wearable airbags, often integrated into the rider's suits, inflate upon impact, providing an additional layer of protection. This innovation has undoubtedly saved numerous lives on the racetrack, cushioning riders from the harsh realities of high-speed crashes. Parallel to the advancements in personal protective gear, the design and safety features of the racetracks themselves have also seen significant improvements. Earlier tracks, with their hard barriers and lack of runoff areas, were unforgiving to riders who lost control. Modern tracks, however, are designed with safety in mind. Large runoff areas, air fences and softer barriers have all been implemented to reduce the risk of serious injury during a crash. Yet despite this impressive evolution of safety measures, it's crucial to remember that motorcycle racing, like any high-speed sport, is inherently dangerous. The thrill of speed, the roar of the engines, the cheers of the crowd, all come with a price. Despite these advancements, the sport remains fraught with danger. In the modern era of motorcycle racing, the stakes have never been higher. The adrenaline, the speed, the thrill, they all come with a price. Recent years have seen heart-stopping accidents that have challenged the riders and the sport as a whole. Take, for instance, the notorious incident at the Grand Prix just last year. A split-second misjudgment led to a shocking pile-up involving 4 riders. Fortunately, thanks to the evolved safety gear and swift medical response, life-threatening injuries were averted, but the incident sparked an intense debate about the inherent risks of the sport. Then there was the race at the International Championship 2 years ago. A veteran rider at the peak of his career was thrown off his bike at a staggering 160 miles per hour. The crash was a sobering reminder of the razor-thin line between victory and disaster. Despite a long road to recovery, he returned to the track the following season, a testament to the indomitable spirit of these athletes. It's not just the physical injuries that have made headlines. The psychological impact of these accidents has taken a toll on riders. Post-traumatic stress, anxiety and fear of recurrence have become common talks in the paddock. These incidents have fueled an ongoing debate about safety in the sport. Critics argue that the pursuit of speed and thrill is overshadowing the importance of rider safety. They call for stricter regulations, better track design and more advanced safety gear. Supporters, on the other hand, maintain that risk is an inherent part of the sport. They believe that while safety measures are important, they should not compromise the essence of motorcycle racing. These recent incidents underscore the persistent risks that riders face every time they hit the track. The modern era of motorcycle racing is a thrilling spectacle. But beneath the roar of engines and the cheers of fans, it's a constant battle between speed, skill and safety. Behind every accident statistic, there's a human story. A story of dedication, passion and sometimes heartache. Let's delve into the lives of those riders whose paths have been drastically altered by accidents. Take the case of John, a promising young rider whose dreams were as limitless as the open road. An unfortunate incident during a race left him with life-altering injuries. The physical pain was grueling, but the emotional toll was even more challenging. He was no longer able to do what he loved most, race. His dreams were derailed, but his spirit was not broken. He channeled his passion for the sport into becoming a coach, inspiring the next generation of riders with his resilience and determination. Then there's Susan, a mother of 2 who raced professionally while juggling family responsibilities. A severe crash during a championship race left her in a coma for weeks. When she woke, the relief her family felt was immeasurable. But the road to recovery was steep and filled with uncertainty. Despite the challenges, Susan fought back, and today she's back on the track, demonstrating to her children and the world that setbacks are just setups for comebacks. And we cannot forget about Mike, a veteran in the sport. A tragic accident during a practice run brought his illustrious career to a sudden halt. He was left with a permanent disability, a constant reminder of the sport he once dominated. But Mike didn't let it define him. He used his experience to advocate for improved safety measures, turning his personal tragedy into a force for positive change. Each of these stories paints a vivid picture of the human element in this high-risk sport. They remind us that behind the thrill, the speed and the glory, there are real people with real lives, dreams and families. The triumphs are sweet, but the trials are bitter, and the stakes are incredibly high. These stories serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of the sport. Motorcycle racing, a sport of speed and thrill, carries with it a heavy toll. We've travelled a long road today, from eye-opening statistics to the earliest known accidents, revealing the inherent risks of this high-octane sport. We've seen the evolution of safety measures, a testament to the tireless efforts of engineers and regulatory bodies to protect the lives of those daring enough to take to the track. The modern era has brought us incredible advancements, from cutting-edge technology to improved safety gear. Yet despite these strides, the human element remains. Behind every helmet is a person, a brave soul who understands the stakes and chooses to race regardless. It's a testament to the indomitable spirit of the riders, who, despite knowing the risks, continue to push the boundaries of speed for our entertainment. As we continue to enjoy the thrill of motorcycle racing, let's never forget the risks that these brave riders take for our entertainment.